This is my brand new room, but before I show you guys, I have to explain why I'm getting a new house. So just to make things clear, this is not my house. Trust me, I'm not buying a house at 15 years old. That'd be kind of stupid. To be honest, all of this just came out of nowhere like 3 weeks ago when my grandparents finally came from Ukraine to the United States. So yeah, some of you guys probably already figured it out, but this brand new house is going to be for my grandparents. Trust me, I'm not trying to show off. I don't know why a lot of people just say I always try and show off. Trust me, that's not my intent. We're super blessed to even be able to like afford a second house just for my grandparents. Just to make it clear, I'm still going to be living in this exact house right over here and staying in the exact same room. However, the reason I'm super excited that we're getting a second house is because I'm super lucky that there's actually an extra room that I'm going to be using only for YouTube. Like, it's strictly going to be only for YouTube content. If you guys have been recently watching my content on YouTube, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, on any of those platforms, I've kind of been complaining that I don't have enough space in my room. My room is actually really small, and for the amount of stuff I have, my room's just basically overflowing at this point. There's just not anywhere to store anything. So the second room I'm gonna get is not only gonna help for storage, but more importantly, it's just gonna be a completely new environment and just help me with a bunch of video ideas. But now that you guys have the backstory for this new house, it's time for a house tour. This is the entrance of the house, and as you guys can see, the walls around the entire house are white, which is literally perfect for YouTube videos. There is the front door, and then to the right of it, there's a pretty big and open space. I think this is gonna be the living room, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's a pretty open space, and I love the natural lighting around this entire part of the house. Basically, the entire house has a bunch of windows, so it kind of just helps with like natural lighting, and it just makes the whole house feel a little bit, I don't know, more vibrant. The only thing I'm not a fan of in this house is the tile. To be honest, the tile is not just the best color in my opinion. Some of you guys might like it. I don't know if it's your taste, but there is some nice kind of grayish wood flooring I'm going to be showing you guys later in the video. Coming right out of the living area, here is the kitchen. To be honest, it's not really a modern looking kitchen or anything at all, just kind of the normal kind of woodish cabinets, and I don't know if it's granite or something on top. I don't really know the name of it. But then I think this is the best part. As soon as I pan to the right over here, this hallway just looks super modern, and I absolutely love like modern looking things. So just the flooring and the walls are just like such a good combination in my opinion. So on the left hand side here, we have the first bathroom, kind of a normal sized bathroom. Ignore the weird guy in the mirror. But then moving on to the shower, I've never seen a kind of tile shower bathtub combination like this. Kind of like a unique design, I guess. And then this right over here is where you take your dookies. Getting right out of the bathroom, there's this kind of weird random small closet. I guess it's just for storing things, because that's kind of what a closet is for. And enjoy me being kind of professional and just kind of closing myself in here. I feel like this is somewhere I would hide when I was like 8 years old or something. Since I'm taking pre-calculus, I sometimes run into super difficult problems, so that's why I use goth math. Literally all I have to do is just take a picture of my math problem, and then it has like this super smart AI which converts it into text, and then it will easily solve it for you in just a couple of seconds. Not to mention that the AI scanning function is totally free for the first couple of problems that you use. Sometimes when I take a picture of the problem, the answer actually doesn't pop up, but since I have Goth Plus, which is linked down below by the way, it gives me a bunch of verified math tutors that will easily help me with the problem. Goth Plus also has no ads, and it also gives you like unlimited access to all of their answers. I know a lot of you guys might not be taking pre-calculus yet, but don't worry, because Goth Math also works for geometry, algebra, and just any math problems in general, because it has over 10 million questions covered. So make sure to check out Goth Math with the first link in the description, pinned comment, and it will also give you a 33% discount for your very first month. Right next to the closet is the laundry room, and trust me, I know there's like a lot of doors in this area, so I'm trying my best to kind of explain it so you guys have a general idea of the layout. But yeah, this first door is like a kind of AC room. I've never seen one of these, but yeah, I guess this is somewhere else I would have hid where I'm younger, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, moving on, this is the garage, and I don't know how I didn't see it. I guess I'm kind of blind, but after I found the light switch finally, this is kind of how the garage looks. It's kind of a normal two-size garage. If you live in the city, this might look like a huge garage, but I think for most neighborhoods it's kind of a normal size garage. But it's now time for the moment you guys have been waiting for, which are the actual bedrooms. And this is the first bedroom here. As you can see, it actually has really nice colored walls, the same white walls, and the flooring, I actually don't know why I like it so much, but this grayish wood floor just matches so much with the white wall. I really like it. I think square footage wise, this room is the exact same like kind of size as the room I'm in right now. It's just a little bit more rectangular. The one I'm in right now is more of like a square shape. But then in this room we have a small kind of closet and like a little shelf, and then we have these kind of cool sliding doors. I've never like seen a closet with these sliding doors. I don't know if it's something that comes with like the new houses, but it looks a little bit better than the normal ones in my opinion. This room also has a tiny window, and I've never seen a window this low to the ground. But anyways, moving on into the next room, right next to it is another bedroom, and this is the smallest kind of bedroom in the entire house. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but when you go to the corner, you just feel a little bit more squeezed in this room. Even though it's just a little bit smaller compared to the last, it feels like so much smaller. You just feel super like almost claustrophobic. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, anyways, the closet is the exact same size, and it also has the same exact window, also low to the ground. But yeah, it's just a little bit smaller compared to the last room. Outside of the hallway right here is the pantry, where you of course store all the food, and then right next to it is the living or dining area. Again, I really don't know, because it's like right next to the kitchen, so you could say it's the dining area, but then at the same time there's like a perfect sized hole in the wall where you put the TV, so I guess it could be used as either or. But yeah, it's a pretty good sized area, and this is like the first time I've ever seen like a living room with like a slanted roof. I don't know, it's just I've never had it, and I've lived in a bunch of houses in the past. The patio on this house isn't too big, but the view is super good. I like it a lot, and what my parents are actually planning to do, since it has a little bit of extra land in the back, like you guys can see, my parents are planning on adding a fence. The neighbors on each side have a fence, but I of course don't really want to show that because it's kind of their house and I don't want to leak anything. But yeah, my parents plan on adding like a mini fence outside there in the future. Here to the right is the master bedroom, and of course it's the biggest room in the house, and it also has some pretty big windows. But to be honest, this room is only a little bit bigger compared to the first room I showed you guys, like the first bedroom I showed you guys earlier in the video. But the ceiling is a lot higher, which kind of makes it feel like a more open space. And the view, of course, probably the best part about this part of the room is just the view is really nice. Now getting into the bathroom, ignore this weird guy in the mirror again, and then here's the bathtub. But holy dude, this closet is by far the biggest closet I've ever seen. You could literally like put a whole extra room in there. What my grandparents are actually planning on doing in the future is maybe turning it into like a mini office, because they don't have that much clothes, to be honest. And this room is like a decent size. It could be used as like a mini office or like mini studio or something like that. There's also a separate shower over here, and like a tiny room tucked away for the toilet. But some of you guys are probably wondering, what room am I gonna be getting? So I'm gonna be getting the very first bedroom I showed you guys. Like I said, I haven't really had much time to actually plan what I want to put in this room, but the long wall over here will probably be used to build a couple of brand new setups, and since it's a white wall, the setups and everything in the videos will look a whole lot nicer. On this small wall, I'll probably have a shelf or something just to store a bunch of things, since I have a good amount of equipment that I can barely fit in my own room. For this other wall, I have no clue what I'm going to be adding to it. Maybe some more storage, or just build a nice background for YouTube videos. But to be honest, my plans for this room will probably change in the future, and my parents have already bought this house, so in like 4 weeks, it's gonna be like at the very beginning of February or something, I'm finally going to be able to like move into this house and finally start using it for YouTube videos. I hope you guys are excited as I am for this brand new room. It's going to help so much with YouTube videos, and I just can't wait to use it. So yeah, make sure to sub so you don't miss out on any future videos, and that's about it. God bless.